What is good, YouTube? Matty Dubs here, back with another video, guys, and we have some more breaking news, notes, highlights, observations from another day here in Cleveland for Browns training camp. We're gearing up for another preseason game here for the Browns, I believe, versus the Commanders, which is coming up in just a few days, so I'm very excited for that. But in this video, we're going to go over a couple of things that happened in yesterday's practice, just to keep you guys informed with the things that are going on and what to expect the next couple of days of practice and how they're going to be. But before we get to the video, do me a quick little favor, guys, and just smash that like button just so we can get this video out to more Browns fans around the world. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will be covering the entirety of the offseason, which includes signings, trades, training camp, preseason, regular season. Pretty much everything you could think of, I got you guys covered, as well as live streaming games. I did live stream the Hall of Fame game, so if you weren't here for that, make sure you guys stick around because I will be live tonight for Texans Patriots. So if you want to watch those young guys play, make sure you guys join the family. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. Now, the number one thing I want to take note is I believe that Deshaun Watson announced that he was going to at least start the preseason game versus the Commanders on Friday, which is something pretty big. We want to see how that works out. We want to see how it goes, and I'm very excited to see, exactly what happens during that game. Now, there was one big play before we get into more stuff that I really want to talk about. One of the key things that jumped off the page, in my opinion. Now, there was a play where Deshaun Watson dropped back into coverage, and Juan Thornhill made it. You actually just saw it. He made an excellent read, jumped the pass, picked it off, and took it back for a pick six. Now, the reason why it is so, vital to me and so crucial and something that really stands out to me is because the defense last year didn't look this good. Now, Juan Thornhill's coming over here from Kansas City. You have Zadarius Smith coming over here. You just signed a guy in Shelby Harris who is going to be an immediate contributor. I don't know if he'll be a day one starter, but he will contribute on this team. One way or another, he's a good run stopper. He gets to the quarterback. He can affect the game at multiple different levels. He will play. Now, the reason why this was so interesting is because, Juan Thornhill started off by matching up with Donovan Peoples-Jones. Before, shifting gears, he passed him off, and then he started to pick up Elijah Moore. And because he's picked up and switched off, it confused Deshaun Watson for a split second, which allowed him to make a bad read, and Thornhill got an interception. Now, also what happened, another reason why he panicked, was because Myles Garrett was pressuring him. And it would have been a sack. It would have been a sack in a real game. He got pressured. He panicked. He thought Juan Thornhill was on one guy, and then thought Elijah Moore was wide open. Led to a pick six. This defense is coming out with a different energy this year. The energy is really starting to shift here in Cleveland in terms of this defense. They're really starting to put it together. They have guys almost everywhere in each position that will make a difference. And, I think the signing that they made yesterday with Shelby Harris was amazing. I think it was an A-, A+ type of signing. Very underrated signing, but like I said, I think he's going to come in here and make a difference, be a contributor, and I think, they bring in Dalvin Tomlinson as well. They've got guys, man. They have guys on this team that will make a difference. So I'm very excited about that. We also saw Jakeem Grant back on the field, so that was a good thing. He's definitely getting in some special teams work. So that is all good signs for the Browns. I think there's still a ton of work that needs to be done for this team going forward. I think they have a lot of progression to make, and I think that, what will be very telling is the first preseason game that Deshaun Watson plays in a couple of days from now. Now, another thing we want to talk about is, Jerome Ford did go down with a hamstring injury. It is unlikely that he'll play preseason week 2, I believe, but they do think he's going to be ready for week 1 of the regular season. So that was definitely something I took note of. Hopefully he's okay. Myles Garrett, Darius Smith are amazing. I mean, I don't even know how teams are going to play, game plan against these guys. I feel like they have been pretty much amazing throughout training camp thus far. Now, I know that they've just been going up against the same competition each and every single day, so it will be interesting to see them going up against a different team, a different strategy, a different just everything's different if they go against a different team. So I'm excited to see how they're affected going against the Commanders if they do get any playing time at all. Not sure they will. And here's the interception, I believe. Yep, there you go. Juan Thornhill just great. You didn't get to see really everything, but just makes a great read. And, maybe not. Maybe wouldn't have been a pick six. But I think it was a great play. Nevertheless, but either way, great couple of days here for Cleveland. I think the defense is really starting to heat up. Let me know if you guys think Shelby Harris will step in and be a day one starter. For me, I think he could be a day one starter. I don't think they'll give him those snaps right away, but I think it is something that he'll start to get into. I think he'll work in the second team, and I think he'll start to work his way up. I guess I'm trying to say here, but Myles Garrett, Dalvin Tomlinson, Shelby Harris, Darius Smith, Jordan Elliott, Siaki Ika. I mean, this front four could be deadly. And then that's not even talking about, the Joker. And then you got Anthony Walker and Taki. And then the DBs could be the most lethal group. I mean, Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, Juan Thornhill, Martin Emerson, Greg Newsome, Cameron Mitchell, AJ Green. I mean, guys, this team looks good, man. This defense looks like they're really turning the page. So let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Join the family. Turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we post a video, every time we go live for a game. And let me know if you guys are going to be here for the next time I stream a Browns game. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. And if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.